Aston Villa are on the verge of securing a loan deal for Manchester United's Marcus Rashford, with discussions ongoing about whether the agreement will include an option to buy at the end of the season. The Midlands club is prepared to cover a substantial portion of Rashford's wages, ensuring the financial feasibility of the move. This pursuit of Rashford follows Villa's recent sale of Johan Duran to Saudi Arabian side Al Nassr, which has freed up funds and created a pressing need for reinforcements in attack. Manager Unai Emery has openly acknowledged the club's active search for offensive players in the final days of the transfer window. Alongside Rashford, Villa have also expressed interest in Paris Saint-Germain's Marcos Asensio and Chelsea's Joao Felix, as confirmed by Monchi, Villa's president of football operations. Speaking after his team's 2-0 defeat to Wolves, Emery emphasized that the club is exploring various options in the transfer market. He admitted that replacing Duran is a challenge, but remains hopeful about bringing in a high-caliber forward before the window shuts. Signing a striker is never easy. Ollie Watkins has been very consistent, playing back-to-back games, but unfortunately, he suffered an injury against Wolves. Hopefully, it's a minor issue. Our objective is to find a suitable replacement for Duran, someone who can elevate our squad. If we don't succeed, we have versatile players like Daniel Malen who can fill the role, Emery stated. When directly asked about the potential arrival of Rashford, the Spanish coach remained reserved, simply saying, "We will know on Monday how things have concluded." It has been 7 weeks since Rashford last played for Manchester United in their Europa League fixture against Victoria Plzen, and his absence from the squad has only fueled speculation about his future. The England international has previously expressed his readiness for a new challenge, but his hefty wages have limited his options, leaving only a select few clubs capable of accommodating his salary demands. Adding to the intrigue, Rashford was notably absent from United's 21-man squad for their Europa League clash against FCSB, despite training with the team beforehand. This exclusion has further fueled reports of tension between him and manager Ruben Amorim. Following United's narrow 1-0 victory over Fulham, Amorim made a controversial statement, implying that he would rather include the club's 63-year-old goalkeeping coach in the squad than Rashford. Reports suggest that the relationship between the two has deteriorated to the point where they are no longer on speaking terms. Despite the ongoing friction, Amorim has not entirely ruled out the possibility of Rashford regaining his place in the team. He admitted that United are a better side with Rashford, but added that the player needs to change if he hopes to reclaim a spot in the starting 11. According to Sky Sports' Dharmesh Sheth, while several clubs initially showed interest in Rashford during the transfer window, only 2 Premier League teams submitted serious proposals, Aston Villa and one unnamed club. Many of the other inquiries required Manchester United to continue covering a significant portion of Rashford's wages, something the club was unwilling to entertain, given that the player himself has been pushing for a departure. Earlier in the window, Rashford reportedly preferred a move to Barcelona, but Villa's strong position in the Premier League and their qualification for the Champions League make them an attractive destination. The move would allow Rashford to compete at the highest level while also enjoying a fresh start away from the ongoing tensions at Old Trafford. Manchester United have set their sights on Bayern Munich's Mathys Tel as a potential reinforcement, but any move for the talented forward hinges on Rashford's exit. United have already expressed interest in securing a loan deal for Tel and are aware of competition from other Premier League and European clubs. With Tottenham Hotspur having already been turned down by the young French forward, United remain hopeful that they can lure him to Old Trafford, provided they finalize Rashford's departure. Sky Sports pundit Paul Merson has voiced his opinion that Rashford would be best served by leaving England altogether. Speaking on the transfer show, Merson argued that a change of scenery would benefit the forward, but warned that his mentality remains the key issue. Wherever he goes, he has to take his mindset with him. The problem isn't just about which club he joins. It's about whether he's ready to put in the hard work. People think he can go to Italy or Spain, maybe Barcelona, but unless he changes his attitude, the same problems will follow him Merson also pointed out that leaving Manchester United would be a downgrade for Rashford. Regardless of his next destination, United are still one of the biggest clubs in the world. If he leaves, he won't be moving up, he'll be moving down. And let's be honest, clubs want players who are in top form. Right now, Rashford isn't that player. Ultimately, Merson believes that if Rashford stays at United beyond the transfer window, he will have to play, particularly if the team's performances continue to falter. Time heals all wounds. Once the window closes, if United are struggling, the manager will have no choice but to bring him back into the squad. One of the biggest questions surrounding Rashford's potential move to Villa Park is whether he would secure a regular place in Unai Emery's starting 11. Sky Sports journalist Patrick Rowe suggests that Rashford's best performances have come when playing on the left flank. Coincidentally, a position where Villa's Jacob Ramsey has recently excelled. The 23-year-old midfielder has been in fine form, scoring against West Ham and providing 2 assists in the Champions League against Celtic. If Ramsey maintains his momentum, there is no guarantee that Rashford would walk straight into the team. That being said, Emery values versatility, and Rashford could also be deployed as a central forward alongside Ollie Watkins, or even on the right flank, where Leon Bailey has struggled for consistency. However, 2 major hurdles stand in the way of a successful transfer: finances and Rashford's ability to reintegrate into a high-performing squad. More importantly, Villa must consider which version of Rashford they would be getting. The electrifying forward who netted 17 goals in the Premier League during the 2022-23 season, or the disengaged, out-of-form player currently struggling at United. One factor that could work in Villa's favor is Emery's history of reviving struggling players. The Spaniard has a reputation for maximizing potential, but as demonstrated with Johan Duran's situation, he has little patience for off-the-field distractions. As the deadline looms, the next 48 hours will be crucial in determining whether Rashford embarks on a new chapter at Villa Park or remains at Old Trafford to fight for his place.